All right, mission number 9, TARAS Nabad, has 25 collectibles. It's actually going to introduce a new type to us called a mastery token. Those are going to be used for upgrading one of your weapons to master level once you've unlocked all the perks for it, mods for it. So here's the first collectible. First of 25, right near the very beginning, we're going to come out of this tunnel, and we're going to find a Codex. You see, well, that's not a Codex. That's something else down there. What we're going to do is actually jump over here to this little island. Now, you see the Codex. It's really easy to find. Most Codexes in this game are. But now that other item that we saw, which is a Sentinel Battery, can be found by coming down behind it, break through the wall, pick up the battery, and now we're going to go get number 3, which is a record. So we're going underneath an archway. So basically from the previous spot, you can see there's a question mark down below. And down below is down just over here. Be careful. Be prepared to jump and then dash over to this platform. Let's go get a Praeter Suit point next. You're going to see on this path here, that just follow the main story path, the objective, the entire time, and you'll actually be en route, in line with all these collectibles. All right, so you have to jump up to this bridge, and just to the left when you enter this next area, turn left to get the suit point. All right, so the next up is going to be a secret encounter. Now, this is a big area. Big encounter is going to happen here, and a lot of other things happen around here as well. So first thing, clear the objective, defeat all the enemies, and then come in back here, break through the wall, and now you have a secret encounter. Now, don't mind me. I'm going to use the BFG because, well, I failed a couple times in a row. Didn't want to make it a hat trick. So, BFG. Looks like I got a little cleanup here to do. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to introduce you to a mastery token. This is going to be very close. Go back to where the secret encounter orb was, and then there's a little hallway with a button. So there's the token. Now again, remember, these tokens are going to allow you to completely master a weapon without doing that final requirement. So find whichever gun that's going to give you the most trouble and is not as easy to farm, and use the token on it. Okay, so from that same token, we're going to go get the Sentinel Battery, which is across the way. So a few things we have to do here. First, we have to jump all the way over here to the opposite corner, break open the statue to reveal a button. Now this gate's going to open up, and there's a chain attached to a weight. You need to break the chain. There's going to be a little a green thing. You just got to do a melee punch on it. Jump over, break it open, and it's going to open the floor below. So you're just going to drop on the floor, and there's going to be the battery. All right, next up is going to be another Praeter Suit point. We're going to go underground. This is the story path, so figure it out. And when you come up the opposite side, there's going to be a Praeter Suit point behind you. You probably saw it earlier, but just couldn't reach it. There we go. Turn around. All right, very close by we have a Codex entry. We're going to go into the next area. You're going to see the entry. It's going to be front and center. There it is. Now there's also a toy in this back corner over there. So that question mark. What we need to do, again, go to the opposite corner, kitty corner, break open the statue, and hit the button once again. A lot of buttons in this mission. Now with the button open, you actually have to stand on this little pedestal here, and this is what's going to raise the gate, allowing you to access the toy. Alright, next up is going to be an extra life. Again, these aren't required for the collectibles. You do need to get 20 of them in a single save file. So here is an extra life. Come to this area and you're just simply going to drop down the hole in the middle. Now we're going to climb up and pick up the Codex entry on the way out of this room. Alright, so for the next step, we're going to get the Slayer Key, go to the Slayer Gate, and then complete that encounter and get the Empyrean Key. So let's go ahead and do that. You're going to get to another puzzle area where you're going to be draining the water a few times. At the very end of it, you can finally open the gate and release yourself. Now, you're going to be tempted to follow the mission objective because that's what we've been doing, and I told you to do that. Well, we need to take a detour. Don't go straight, turn left. And follow this around to the key. The gate's going to open. The Slayer Key is going to be used on the Slayer Gate, which is nearby. Complete this encounter, and if you did all the other Slayer Gates, you will actually earn a trophy. Don't forget to pick up the key as well. Sometimes that trophy will distract you, but stay on point, guys. Get that Empyrean Key. So moving on, we got a toy. This is another encounter area. You can see the toy, the question mark behind the wall there. You have to come around on the right and break through the wall to double back to it. And as you can see, there's also a secret encounter here. So I grabbed the toy first because I didn't want the toy getting in the way of my capture. A bunch of enemies start coming out and it'd be a mess. So here's the secret encounter. I'm just going to use the BFG once again. Made very, very, very short work of that. Alright, so now that all that Slayer stuff is done, we're going to get the 13th collectibles, the Codex, that we're climbing ourselves out of. It looks like a big well here, doesn't it? We're going to get up to the top. There's 2 collectibles. One Codex entry, and then you can see a Sentinel Battery. So as you're coming out of that big pit, make sure you just turn around. Now jump over this gigantic demon's leg, and you're going to see another Praeter hologram. Alright, number 16 is a toy. So I'm at that Praeter Suit point. I'm going to turn, look for a wall you can bust open. Try to hit it as hard as you can. Extra life number 2, you're going to come up to this little kind of circly thing. Not going to be difficult at all to find this, but you will eventually run into the extra life. Just got to double back. So just keep circling around. Don't go outside just yet. And there's the second extra life. Now we're going to get another Praeter Suit. Now, you see there's 2 collectibles in front of me. We're actually going to go to and get the one above me first. So we're going to take this little elevator lift. And then just circle around on the outside here. You will eventually get to it. It is a circle, after all. Alright, now we got that. We're going to go get the battery. And the Codex file as well. I'm sorry, it's a crystal, Sentinel Crystal, not a battery. So we're going to get the crystal and the Codex. Here's the crystal. It's going to be hard to miss these. And then go to the opposite side. And there we go. I believe this is the final extra life here. You're going to see a long bridge and you're going to see a hole that we have to drop down and then swing and dash over to where the extra life is located. Alright, so you got a Codex. You're going to have to do a little puzzle to open these big gigantic doors. There's the objective marker in front of you, but go past it. You'll see the Codex entry. Now you're going to come to a room with a big skull. And we're going to find a record, but first we need to go behind this big gigantic skull. Hit a button. And then we're going to use these blue jets to push ourselves up into the air and then dash over to a secret area where you're going to find the question mark. Now, it can be a little tricky, this one. So where is it? Well, it is way up somewhere over there. Yeah, there it is, right where I'm aiming. So we're going to use this blue thing. Now, if done properly, you can jump up here and dash right through the wall and grab the question mark. If not done properly, well, you have to do it a second time. To be honest with you, it was 4 times, but I edited it out. Alright, so that's it. That's that. The Praeter Suit point is going to be next on our agenda. You can see the question mark. You can see the objective. It's a big, gigantic hole that you're going to fall down. Before you fall down it, make sure you grab the suit point. And then after you grab the suit point, just don't go jumping down the hole just yet. The next collectible is probably the hardest thus far. There's a secret area you can break into halfway down this free-falling area. You can see that question mark kind of hovering in the air. It's on a little platform, but it's actually in a wall that you have to break open. So I'm going to use my long-range scope weapon here. See if I can find it. There's a little gate right there. There's a couple. Make sure you're looking on the right side. And then down below, you see 2 kind of like rings on the bottom. The top of the ring, right where I'm aiming right now, there's a barrier there that you can break open. So I'm going to kind of do a little jump right before I reach that point to kind of slow myself down. Jump, double jump, and dash into there. If you fail to get it, just reload your checkpoint. You can try again. Alright, so the final 2 collectibles are literally right next to each other on the way to the very end. Very difficult to miss it. The first is this Codex entry, and then there's going to be another mastery token on the ground right in front of us, and that is gold right there. So make sure you pick that up, and that is going to close out mission number 9.